Hey everybody, this is the D40 robotic vacuum cleaner by Deenkee. We already are using something called the Kyvol, which is a Roomba clone. And we had two of them. One of them started to have a problem with the side brush sensor not working. I opened it up, it looks like something's fried on the motherboard. So we decided to just get a different brand. We'll put the Kyvol away and let's unbox this thing and see what features does it have. Carpets and rugs, hardwood floors. It has a mop apparently, so I don't know how this is different than what we already have, but let's see. Can we open it up here easily, or is it taped? There we go. Okay. So you open up the box, Deenkee, just a big piece of cardboard. We say thank you. Yeah, there's a ton of these manufacturers now that make robot vacs, and they look very similar actually. A lot of them have very similar stylings. I'm not sure if this is yet another copy, like a Kyvol. And that the parts are very similar. Like you can see, even the brushes look very similar. So we open this up. Let's get the bag off. Okay, so this is the Deenkee. Okay, and there's the compartment at the back. I just want to show you the Kyvol next to this because they look awfully similar. Okay, this is the Kyvol. I'm gonna flip it over. Okay, this is Deenkee. The wheels look almost the same. The brushes, where do the brushes go? Good question. The wheels here look almost the same with the sensors. The compartment for the battery, practically identical. And even this pull-out thing at the back here, let's take that out and put this one. Fits perfectly. So I have a feeling these are probably from the same manufacturer. Honestly, they're exact copies of each other. Okay, this thing here at the back opens up. There's the brush. It pulls out like that, and it looks exactly the same like the other one. How do I put this back? So I'm trying to do this one-handed here. Okay, same thing with this. You can see. Okay, full of hair. I have to clean this up, but basically, I think they're way too similar to be a coincidence. And I know that, you know, maybe they don't patent any of these because they're copies anyway. But I find it difficult to believe that these companies would basically copy each other that closely. Okay, let's have a look at how these side brushes work. So this is the side brush for these. And here, let's pull this off. If I can, come on. Hard to do with one hand there, right? See, other brush goes right on. Same exact connection. So these are probably the same, completely compatible with each other. The only difference is, actually on this side I see a side brush, but this side doesn't have a side brush. See, there's one there only. Here, there's two. So this might be part of the wet-mop feature. Maybe they got rid of one of the side brushes so that they can introduce some kind of wet-mop feature. So let's see what else is in the box. It comes with another storage compartment. Please take out the water tank and charging. So it looks like it can use this as a water tank, maybe. It goes in here. when you're using that feature. There's the base for charging. Okay, and there should be a remote over here maybe. No, that's the power plug. And that's an extra filter. These are just magnets that you put down on the ground to tell it where to stop. It looks like there's a wet mop feature. What's this? Some tools to cut away and clean up the instrument. That's new. Another magnet. Anything else? There should have been a remote in here. Or no, not. Oh, here. Nope. That's interesting. Where's the remote to program this thing? Let's see. Charger. Nothing under here. Okay. Interesting. So I'm going to try to look for the remote, unless it did not come shipped with this thing. But there should have been a programming remote. Okay, there's the top of the Deenkee, and has similar kind of buttoning here as the Kyvol, but I don't think that's the main issue. It's that all the other parts look very, very similar and compatible. So probably this thing made in China, Shenzhen Vantop Technology and Innovation Company. Let's see. Does this say anything? Shenzhen Modern Business Trading Company. 302 number 4 lane 3. 502 5th floor building, Deenkee Technology Park, 65 Lishan Road. Well, it's a different city, different location. So yeah, who knows? Okay, so folks, I was looking for the remote in the box and could not find one, and was wondering if it was missing. And I'm looking at the Deenkee vacuum accessories: a main body, power adapter, boundary strips, foam filter, water tank assembly, cleaning tool, mop cloth, side brusher. There's absolutely no mention here of a remote. Yet, if you look at the charging base that came with the Deenkee, this is brand new, shining out of the box Deenkee. There's the Kyvol. It looks exactly the same. It's an identical, exactly the same. Interestingly though, it even has this hole here, which is supposed to be for the remote. Kyvol has a remote. This thing doesn't. Sorry, it woke up. Here, you can go back, find your base. There we go. So that leads me more to suspect that somehow all these companies are either the same, or they're interchangeably using all their parts, or they're just marketing some standard robot that's already been made. This thing's a little better in that it has a rubbery base, so it doesn't slip around. You can see, because I've had this guy, the Kyvol, move this around. I mean, this is rubbery, but not very good. Honestly, I don't know. This thing's very slippery. Here, get back into your base. See what I mean? It's moving it around. Come on. Get back in. Okay. This, on the other hand, feels a little bit more secure. When I push on it, it's much harder to move. And I don't know if that's because the rubber is different, or maybe it just, when it's new, it's a little stickier. But yeah, no remote mentioned here at all. Interesting. Okay, so just a little more about this tank. Apparently, so this is the regular refuse bin, which looks like this. and it just opens up, and you've got your filter here, and you have just a compartment where the debris goes into. Okay, but when it comes to this one, the water cleaning one, there's essentially two compartments. There's the main compartment where you can clean it. If I just open this up here somewhere. 1 second. It's hard to do this with one hand, but essentially this opens up. Come on. Nope, not from there. Okay. This part here allows you to add water right in there. And the water fills up this chamber that surrounds the area where the refuse goes into. And that basically comes out of two tiny holes underneath this pad. See, there's a hole there, and there's another hole there. So it looks like it just wets. There might be another hole there, and probably there's another hole, and that's it, 4 holes. It wets the pad, and then basically as it goes in, as it slides along the floor, it wets the floor, okay? But also, in order to open it up to clean it, this part here, this area here contains debris as well. And I'm not sure if it hinges open, to be honest, because I don't see a hinge. With this particular model, you see there's a hinge here, so you can open it and get out the stuff that's inside. That's why I wasn't able to open it. I don't see a hinge anywhere here. There are a couple of contacts here, which seem to line up with this. So the other model doesn't have that. Perhaps that's just telling it that there's a wet mop attachment, so it behaves differently. There is some kind of a electronic component in there, so perhaps that does something. Is it a little motor that stirs things up? I can't tell what's in there. Or is this the valve maybe that opens and closes something? I don't know. We'll see and find out. But let's see, removing the pad, emptying the water tank, cleaning, mop, airing. Okay. Anyway, we'll try it out. Okay, so further to the whole remote issue, I found that you can use a Deenkee app. So that's why they no longer include a remote here. Unlike the Kyvol, this newer model just connects straight to an app, and I guess you can program it and do everything you want on there with the Wi-Fi. So there you have it. Well, we'll get this thing in action and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.